everyone. Students, till now we have discussed all about farming activities in Palampur. Today we will discuss the last topic of this chapter, that is non-farming activities. So let us start. First, let us understand what are non-farming activities. So it refers to those activities which do not include farming as a source of income. So, for example, construction, manufacturing, transportation, communication, these activities are not related to growing of crops or farming. So, these are non-farming activities. Here are few more examples of non-farming activities like fishing, collecting fruits and vegetables, dairy products, basket making, pottery and other small business activities, and artisan activities. So the rest you must be knowing. Talking about artisan activities, it basically refers to skilled craft worker who makes or creates material objects. For example, making furniture, jewelry making decorative items, etc. These are artisan activities. Now let us have a look at what non-farming activities are performed in Palampur. So there are four main types of non-farming activities in which people are engaged, and these are: number one, dairy farming; next, small scale manufacturing; number three is shopkeeping; and the last one is transportation. So let us start with the first one, that is dairy farming. Dairy refers to production of milk, and dairy is a common activity in many families of Palampur. People feed their buffaloes on various kinds of grass and the jowar and bajra that grows during the rainy season. Students, in our previous classes we have discussed that during the rainy season farmers grow jowar and bajra that is used as cattle feed. Now the milk that is produced is sold in Raiganj, the nearby village. This we studied in the first class, that Raiganj, a village, is just 3 kilometers away from Palampur. Two traders from Shahpur town have set up collection cum chilling centers at Raiganj, from where the milk is transported to far off towns and cities. So there are two traders from Shahpur who have set up a collection cum chilling center at Raiganj. So at this center the milk is collected, and from there the milk is transported to different towns and cities. What is a collection cum chilling center? These are those places where milk is collected and it checks the quality of milk. Milk is chilled immediately at these centers and stored till supplied to the market. Students, chilling of milk means rapid cooling of raw milk to sufficiently low temperature so that the growth of microorganisms present in milk is checked. Now next, we have to study about small scale manufacturing. At present, less than 50 people are engaged in manufacturing in Palampur. Unlike the manufacturing that takes place in the big factories in the towns and cities, manufacturing in Palampur involves very simple production methods and are done on a small scale. Now students, when we talk about manufacturing, we imagine big factories and industries in which goods are manufactured in large quantity and production takes place on a large scale. Also, big machines are being used. But since we have studied that Palampur is a village, and here people are involved in manufacturing, in small scale manufacturing, and these are mostly carried out at home or in the fields with the help of family members. Rarely laborers are hired. So people carry out their production with the help of the family members only, and very rarely they hire laborers. There is this case study given in your NCERT textbook. You will go through this and you will do these questions for your assignment in your notebooks. So let us just have a discussion about this. This case study is about Mishri Lal. Mishri Lal has purchased a mechanical sugarcane crushing machine that runs on electricity and has set it up on his field. Sugarcane crushing was earlier done with the help of bullocks, but people prefer to do it by machines these days. Now students, in ancient times, sugarcane juice in India was prepared with the help of ox. With the ox moving and juice is being removed from the sugarcane by crushing it between the wooden crushers. This method is still used in some rural parts of India. So nowadays people do use machines, but earlier it was done with the help of bullocks. The ox used to move in a circular path, and that removed the juice from the sugarcane by crushing the sugarcane between two wooden crushers. Now, Mishri Lal also buys sugarcane from other farmers and processes it into jaggery. The jaggery is then sold to traders at Shahpur, and in the process Mishri Lal makes a small profit. So this is the case study, this is the story of Mishri Lal, and now that you know, you will write the answers of these questions in your copies. Moving ahead to the third one, that is shopkeeping. So the traders of Palampur are shopkeepers who buy various goods from wholesale markets in the cities and then sell them in the village. Wholesale market, students, you all must be knowing, these markets receive large quantities of goods from the manufacturer and then distributes these goods to the stores from where these are sold to the consumers, to the customers. The shopkeepers of Palampur buy these goods from wholesale market at a lower price, and then they sell it at a comparatively higher price to the people, thus earning some profit. Also, there are small general stores in the village that sells wide variety of items like rice, wheat, toothpaste, pen, pencil, etc. Also, a few of the families whose houses are close to bus stands, they have used a part of their house to open small shops where they sell eatables. Eatables refers to the packed foods, packed food items. Now, there's another case study that is given in your NCERT textbook. This case study is about Kareem, who has opened a small computer class in the village, in the Palampur village, and he also employs 2 women for his computer classes. This case study will tell you that how Kareem earns his living through his computer classes. So you will go through this case study and then you will write the answer of this question that is given in your notebooks. This is your second assignment. And now let us discuss the last non-farming activity, that is transportation. Students, there are variety of vehicles on the road connecting Palampur to Raiganj, and people are involved in this sector as rickshawalas, tongawalas, truck drivers, and they also drive the traditional bullock cart. They ferry people and goods from one place to another and in return get paid for it. They ferry people and goods means they carry people and goods from one place to another. Students, we have studied that from Palampur people do send their produce to Raiganj. So for that they need different means of transportation. So people who are involved in this sector, they carry people and goods from one place to another and in return they get paid for it. The number of people involved in transport has grown over the last several years, and that is why transport can be considered as a fast developing sector in Palampur, because in the last several years the number of people involved in this particular sector has grown. Students, here is another case study from your NCERT textbook. This is about a farm labor named Kishora. Like other such laborers, Kishora found it difficult to meet his family's needs from the wages that he received. We have studied that in Palampur, farm laborers are paid less than what is set by the government. Why? Because of heavy competition. So a few years back, Kishora took a loan from the bank. This was under a government program which was giving cheap loans to poor landless households. So few years back, Kishora was able to get cheap loan. Kishora bought a buffalo with this money. He now sells the buffalo's milk. Further, he also attached a wooden cart to his buffalo and uses it to transport various items. Once a week, he goes to river Ganga to bring back clay for the potter, or sometimes he goes to Shahpur with a load of jaggery or other commodities. Now every month he gets some work in transport. As a result, Kishora is able to earn money than what he used to do some years back. So this case study tells you that how Kishora is able to earn money, and that money is more than what he was able to earn few years back. So because he is involved in different activities. So related to the this case study, there are few questions given. This is your third assignment. You will write the answer of these questions in your copies. Also, here are 2 more questions for your assignment. So that's all for today's class, students. Today we discussed about the different non-farming activities that is practiced in the village of Palampur. Thank you, students.